Hey, I'm Erica,
And I'm Arian.
and this is Friend with the capital F.
We're just two friends with tummy troubles and heartburn having honest conversations about real life, friendship, and the lessons we're learning along the way.
So if this sounds like your cup of tea or coffee, welcome to our group chat out loud.
Take what you need and leave what you don't. Hey guys, welcome back to Friend with a capital F. Today's episode is going to be a continuation from last week, as you heard. We're going to be diving more into Amber's story. So yeah, that's what today's episode is going to be. It is just part 2. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. We've kind of talked about Amber already being like good at everything and
Literally.
and let's talk about a little bit about your childhood first, because you were adopted.
I was
which
adopted.
I think is really like an interesting fact about you. So let's talk about your adoption and your family.
Okay, it's so crazy because whenever you said that, I had this friend in high school who didn't believe that I was adopted, and I just thought it was so weird that they didn't believe that.
And listen, one thing about Amber, and she's going to say this, one thing about Amber, she's not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
If you believe that, all right.
I'm not good at debate. I cannot convince you to be on my side. I'm just gonna, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't really know where to start.
Okay, let's start. How old were you when you were adopted?
I was 12.
You were 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
I did know I have my birth mom and my birth dad, my biological and biological, also had 2 other kids older than me, Ashley and Michael.
they're your full-blood siblings.
Yeah. So we grew up together. And we did, people always ask this whenever they say, oh, you're adopted. Did you know your biological parents? So yeah, we grew up with them. Some with my mom, sometimes with my dad. And at least in my memory, I don't remember ever living with my biological mom and biological dad together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think that I remember that. Here's what I remember. And the funny thing about memory is this is what I remember. Okay.
Right.
I don't know that Ashley may come and say, oh no, actually that's not what happened. She's 6 years older than me. And then Michael, my brother, is 13 months older than me.
Yeah. She's the baby.
I'm the baby out of us 3, but
Right.
there's more of us. There's more of us running around now. So from what I remember is CPS took us away from my mom, gave us to our dad, and said, don't let her have them again. And then my dad felt bad on Thanksgiving, and my mom came and she was like, hey, I just want to take them out to eat. And then basically took us and never brought us back. So then at some point we went to this place in Dallas that our mom dropped us off at and didn't come get us. So we got into CPS custody. Then that's when we moved. We were moved from CPS, by CPS to this place in Waxahachie, like a children's home. And then from there, I think it was like, I don't know how old, like a year or 2 later, we all 3 got adopted by house parents family, so we didn't have to get separated because our biological parents got their rights terminated. So I was 12. I guess Michael was 13 and Ashley was 17 at the time. So
it was a year later after you got to the home ish.
Yeah, a year or 2.
Okay.
Or something like that.
And were you living with your house parents that whole time?
No, we moved in and then we were staying at one house. And then we temporarily went with a family member of ours, and they brought us back to the home. And when they brought us back to the home, we moved in with my adopted parents.
Okay.
And then we were adopted by them, and then we stayed in the house, but instead of living in the quarters of like where the kids were, we moved into their quarters, like the family quarters, basically.
Yeah, like you lived with them as parents.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember feeling when you were living there with them? Like, were you just a kid, like doing whatever you were doing, or were you mad?
Yeah,
or?
were you angry?
Yeah.
I don't remember being angry. I remember doing what I needed to do to go outside and play. Like that was what I needed to do. I needed to be outside. So I tried to like follow the rules so that I could basically get the reward of being outside.
Yeah.
Because I just loved, I mean, growing up, like when we were with our biological mom, was it first, second, third grade or something? Me, Ashley, and Michael, we were always outside. And I'm saying always.
Yeah.
Even when we were supposed to be inside, we snuck out the window and we went to go play, okay? Because that's what we were going to do.
That's funny.
We needed to play outside. So, you know, and just be kids and run around and rollerblade and just be kids. Do kids things.
Yeah.
Get dirty.
Yeah.
Be in the sun.
So you were just kind of going with the flow. You were just like, this is the situation that I'm in. I'm just going to do what I need to do so that I can go do what I want to do.
I think, looking back, I feel like that's what it was. I remember that I wanted to do what I needed to do so that I could get where I wanted to be. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, did they have a conversation with you before they adopted you,
Yeah.
or was it like
Yeah.
just a surprise?
No, they had a conversation with us.
Did you like your house parents?
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Like,
Yeah. So they were. I remember my dad, R.I.P.
oh,
So Dwayne,
yeah. Your
my
dad.
now adopted dad, my dad. He was like more of the stricter. You know, like the Spider-Man with great. What is it?
Power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, but he said something else. He was like, I can't remember it right now. Something about opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it broke it down to you need to do what your responsibilities are, then you can go have fun.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it was. But I think that they tried to make our post adoption like our lives normal.
Yeah.
Like I remember them getting like timeshare, and we would travel places.
Nice.
So they were like, in my head at least, like wanted to make our childhood as normal as possible.
Yeah.
Even though we went through all of the crazy things prior to. So that I feel like looking back at least, like just being able to appreciate those memories. In the early beginning days of after being adopted, I remember like just wrestling like with our dad, with Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
And like just I don't even know like why. Like
Yeah.
just being on the bed and just like wrestling each other.
Like roughhousing.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
roughhousing.
That sounds fun. It does sound like
Yeah.
something he would do.
Yeah, no.
Like you said, your dad Dwayne was mostly like the stricter one. What
Yeah.
about your mom, Leslie?
Yeah. She was the fun one. I remember this hill, there was like a dip, this big dip on the hill, like the entry into the campus, where at the bottom there was like a dip. And we had, you know, these goofy looking 15 passenger vans
Yeah.
because they had to fit all the kids in one vehicle.
Uh-huh.
And I just remember her always like revving down the hill, and then it's probably terrible for the car,
Yeah.
for the shocks, for the oil, for the everything to go this fast over the bump. But I just remember it was so fun because she would always do that, like just make it fun, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Would it like get your stomach? Like
yeah,
that kind
yeah. Like you would hit that
Closer.
dip, and you were like, ooh.
Yeah, where your stomach kinda comes
Yeah, it was so. Especially if you sat in the back of the car.
Yeah.
It was fun. But just like things like that. I don't know at what point she went from being a house parent or a house parent plus, like the recreation person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we would do these things called like Wacky Wednesday, where like during the summertime they would always take us places, like Dinosaur Valley or go like bumper carts, arcade type things, just fun stuff
Yeah.
that kids like to do.
Like field trips.
Yeah, like field trips,
Yeah.
exactly. So I just remember, like, I associate, not in a bad way, but like the fun times that we had, like, with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the more like stricter responsibilities, like what like with my dad.
Yeah.
Even though they were both of those things.
Yeah. They could be both.
Yeah. Like I remember her, like when my sister worked at HEB, we would go pick her up and she let me like like do the gear shifter.
Mhm.
Like taught me how to shift gears on a car.
So your mom knows how to drive stick?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Looking back, I don't think that she ever let me drive it
Yeah.
or just like be the gear shifter from the passenger. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Because I think I was still young. I think I was like 13 or something.
Yeah.
Or 14. I don't know.
Cool.
What point, like, because you call them mom and dad now,
Yeah.
but like when you first met them, you just called them Leslie and Dwayne?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had a vague memory. I don't know if I'm just making this up, but I feel like there was a conversation that was had where she was like, you know, you can call me mom now, like, if you want to,
Yeah.
or when you're ready. And I just remember, like, making a conscious decision to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, eventually it just became natural, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's my mom,
Oh.
Yeah.
you know? I think I was telling you, Arian, about accidentally calling my teachers, one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
teachers' mom once.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
That's funny.
Let's talk about your siblings. So
Yeah,
you know, you have an adopted family now too. So you have
right.
adopted siblings, and then also you found out that you had other siblings
Yeah.
as well from your biological parents. So
Yeah.
let's talk about those.
So I knew I had 4 sisters out there in the world from my biological mom. I never met them. I didn't really know how to get in contact with them. I think it was like my 21st birthday. I finally got to meet, I don't know how to do this over the audio only because I always do it with my fingers.
So there's the 3 of you.
Yeah, there's the 3 of us, me, Michael, and Ashley.
Uh-huh.
And then below me is Jessica. Below Jessica, then it goes Rachel and Rebecca. They're twins. And then after them, Julia was born.
Mm-hmm.
So Jessica and Julia were adopted by the same family. And then Rachel and Rebecca were adopted by the same family as well. So I got to meet Rachel and Rebecca when I think it was my 21st birthday, which was just so crazy because like I obviously knew about all 4 of my siblings, my younger siblings, but I just, like I said, didn't know how to get in contact with them, and you know, dealing with CPS, like I don't know how to do that, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were probably minors
I didn't know
too
their
at the
names. They were born this,
Yeah.
but then now they're gonna have their name changed when they're adopted. So anyways, I met them. It was so cool. It was so cool because obviously they're twins, which is a cool thing in itself.
Yeah.
But this just like their mannerisms, like one of them like favored Michael more, who's more like introvert, and then one of them favored, I feel like, me and Ashley. Well, I feel like Ashley's more of an introvert too sometimes.
She's like a mix, I think.
Yeah, she's a
like
good mix.
Yeah.
Then one of them favored like there was more extroverted and just more like people-y. So it was just cool to know that we didn't grow up together, but we still have similarities.
Yeah.
And
Like that's blood.
yeah, like that's blood for sure. So like Jessica and Julia, I did like a DNA test thing where they take your DNA and then find it in the database or whatever. Well, turns out Jessica also did the same one. So she messaged me, Michael, and Ashley all privately and was like, "Hey, I think I'm your sister,"
And
something
that was
like that.
recent,
Yeah, that was recent. That was like
last year.
it was not this Thanksgiving, like a year and a half ago,
Mm-hmm.
around Thanksgiving time. And then I remember calling her on Thanksgiving, and I was like, "This is so crazy! Like we're actually on the phone together! Wow!" So
Yeah.
she lives in Germany right now because her husband's in the army. So I couldn't meet her right off the bat, but I think maybe a weekend or 2 later, we were able to meet Julia, because crazy thing, they both grew up in Midlothian, which is like, I don't know, it was probably like 15 minutes from
yeah.
where I was living with Erica's parents.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes from there or less.
Maybe like
The
10
whole
minutes,
time.
honestly.
Yeah, the whole time, which was just crazy. It's just so crazy. But it was perfect because like we had to drive like 10 minutes to meet Julia for the first time. So it was just so cool. It was just so cool. And Jessica, we got to recently meet in person because she flew back in town. So
Yeah. Did you notice any similarities or anything like that, like you did with Rachel and Rebecca, or anything?
yeah, I feel like just how they act with each other. Like one's more like shy. It's just so weird to think about. Like that's your blood. Like
Yeah.
what's up?
Y'all all kind of look
So
alike
bad.
too. Like
Yeah,
definitely when I saw pictures, I was like, "That yeah, that's your sister."
Yeah.
you know.
I just remember thinking it was so cool that, because obviously we met Julia first, but like she, after the first time meeting her, you guys met her like with her mom and y'all's mom and all that.
yeah,
But it was like maybe a week or two later, and she just went to the arcade with us.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I feel like maybe she is a little more reserved, but I feel like she was just so willing
Yeah.
to just go out there with people she had just met, even though, yes, it is family.
it's family. But
yeah,
I was like,
she's
hey, you
just so
you want to go
willing.
to the arcade with us? And
Yeah.
she's like, sure.
Yeah, she's
And we just go pick her
down.
up. You know, like.
Yeah.
And then like things happen, and you know, like I said, where we have like little parties for our wins and stuff. I was getting a new job, and I was like, hey, you want to come over? Or I'm having a birthday party. You want to come over? Or
Yeah.
you know, just hang out, have some s'mores, like just kick back, relax.
Yeah.
That's the first time I met her, and
At my birthday party.
yeah,
Yeah.
she just seems so nice.
Yeah.
It's so funny too because we like shook hands, but we're looking at each other like, have we met before? You know.
Yeah,
But I think that was the first time we met.
yeah,
Maybe I don't know, in a different life.
yeah,
But
I
That's
just
so
think
cool.
it's cool too because, like, you know, we're talking about how awesome you are and how great you are at all these things and you're a good person. It's like you see that in all your siblings as well.
Yeah.
I
you know?
agree
Yeah.
completely. Like
Yeah.
your brother too, and he's just so. I feel like he's such a nice person, and like you can just tell that he cares about people.
yeah,
Same thing with your sister and
Yeah.
yeah,
Rachel and Rebecca. When I first met them, they're just like good souls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
yeah.
And I haven't met I met Julia, but I haven't met
Jessica, yeah,
Jessica yet. But I'm sure I'd like her.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's like you can just tell that they're good people.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah.
it's just
That's so cool. Amber has a big family too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us a favorite memory that you have from childhood. A favorite memory, or it could just be like a funny one or something. Like, what do you look
a
back on?
favorite memory. The first thing that popped in my head was like our biological mom. Like as soon as school was over, she like made us go to sleep. Like that was, I feel like that was her way of like protecting us. For whatever reason, she was tired and she was like, we're going to bed. So we went up to her room and like we would all go to sleep, even though it was like daytime and it was like 3:45 in the afternoon.
And you just
Yeah.
wanted to play outside.
And we just wanted to play outside. So one of the things that we would do when we weren't sneaking out was like put a blanket over the TV, and like it would just be me, Michael, and Ashley like playing a video game, but like with a blanket,
Yeah.
so that it wasn't too bright for her, and just like playing Mario or Spyro or
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot or you know all the fun games whenever you were little and stuff. So that was one of the first memories that popped up to my head whenever you said
Yeah.
whenever you asked that. But I think just like I feel like our sibling dynamic is I would say maybe like a little bit weird
Mhm.
because we don't talk about like I don't know. I feel like we never needed to talk about stuff when we were little. Like we just enjoyed our time with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like we played together. You know, we went outside together. We played video games together. Even though Ashley was a little older than us, like I remember just enjoying our presence like together. Like we were each other's support basically.
Yeah.
Because we all went
about
through the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
know,
was
boo-boo.
y'all were each other's constant.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that like looking back, like and just seeing other families and stuff, like you and your sisters, how y'all talk about everything. I feel like me and my siblings never talked about anything because like
Yeah.
we were all in the same situation together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird looking back and seeing like I kind of wish that we talked more and
Yeah.
stuff, but when we're around each other now as adults, like we just like laugh about stuff when we were kids or
Yeah.
we play like oh my gosh, we played What Do You Mean? And we laughed probably for like 15 minutes straight, like dying laughing about this Stuart Little meme.
She's cracking up right now.
Dude,
just
it
thinking about
was so funny because it's just so silly, you know?
Yeah.
But like we were all able to just like laugh about that and like we know that we're here for each other.
Yeah.
kind of like you. Like, you can always call on us, and we'll be there for you. It's like the same thing. Like, you know, whatever you need, if I can help you out, I got you. You know, it's
Yeah.
never like a, oh, again. You know, like, it's like whatever you need. Like, we're here. We're here for each other. So I just love that about our relationships.
I kind of want to say something too. Like, when I first met Amber, I did think her sibling dynamic was weird because, you know, I grew up with, you know, and it also, I grew up with both parents. Like, I never saw them fight or anything. And then, like, me and my sisters just hang and talk about anything.
Yeah.
And so when I saw your dynamic, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what? You don't know this or that? And, like, anytime, like, that's the thing. You already know I ask a lot of questions. So when I first met your brother, like, I asked a million. When I first met your sister, like, I asked a million. And so it's like, you never asked them those questions. And I always wondered why.
Yeah.
And so, like, this makes so much more sense now, you know? I mean, back then, I already knew. But
Yeah.
it's just so crazy. And I just see a difference between y'all's dynamic before and now.
Yeah.
So what was the shift that made you guys, I guess, closer, like being able to talk, like saying I love you? Like, what was the shift?
I don't really know. I think that just over time, at least for me, like, I don't really know if there was a specific time other than just like maturing.
Would you say that death brought you guys closer together?
I was just thinking of that, like, maybe like when what, because I remember, I don't know why I was thinking about this like a couple weeks ago, like whenever my dad, biological dad, passed away. I think Michael lived in El Paso and Ashley lived in Colorado. So, like, I was the only one here, like, in the hospital. And I remember, especially my brother, like, he was just, like, crying, and then he was like, are you okay? And I was like, ugh. You know, like, just, like, even though it sucks because, you know, our dad did die, but, like, just being able to grow, like, be there for each other, you know? And, like, every time Michael gets off the phone with me, even if it's like a quick call, he's like, okay, I love you. See you in a little bit.
Oh,
bye.
this is making me emotional.
You know?
Like, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, so it's like, even if it's like, all right, I'm about to head over to mom's right now. And then he'll be like, all right, I love you. Bye. And then, you know.
Sounds exactly I know, I'm like, y'all are twins.
So I think just like, for me, like, I'm going to say I love you because, like, it just means I want you to know that, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if Ashley listens to the podcast, but she has a little bit harder time saying I love you, I think.
Yeah.
It doesn't come as natural but I know that she does, you know.
Yeah.
She'll say it too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that happened more after dad died or Victor dad.
Yeah.
Victor dad died or what, but yeah.
Also, maybe having to be there for each other during that time, you know, it was like brought y'all back together.
Yeah, and I just remember, like, it was just like a silent, like, whenever I told him, like, hey, dad, he died, and he was getting surgery, he died, and just like there was like a pause, and then I could hear him cry, and then he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, yeah, I'm okay, you know. So
yeah, I think it's interesting from the outside to see y'all's dynamic and like how much it's changed. And so it's just cool to see, you know, because it's like even you as a person have changed. And I personally think you just like realize like time is so precious, and you want to be able to spend that time with your family and like the people you care about, and like you want to make sure that they know that you love them and you're here or whatever. So anyways,
yeah. And I love that there's no drama between y'all. Like,
no.
I know you've mentioned before, like, you guys kind of maybe argued growing up a little bit, but like there was never any really like
there was
like,
no big
fights.
Yeah, like y'all were always just there for each other.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that stays true now too. Like there's never any drama with you guys, or like y'all are just there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
I'll
it.
be there
it's
for
all
you.
love.
Yeah.
Speaking of singing, let's talk about all the things that you're good
Oh
at.
my gosh.
I only want to speak on this too because it's like, you guys remember me saying earlier that I wanted to be her manager, because that's just how good she sings, guys. I don't think you guys realize she could be big, I think. You
Well,
know?
listen, we could take anything of these things that we talk about, and it's like you could do any one of these professionally.
Yeah, no.
I think the
agreed.
problem
That we're
is,
going to talk about.
I think the problem is I always feel like I'm good at several things, but I don't feel like I'm great at any one thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I can play the
You're
piano.
Great. Yeah.
I can play the piano,
Yeah.
but I'm not great at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Amber can listen to something and play it on the piano.
No.
It's not like she has to practice. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, I see people do it online all the time where they like listen to the music and they're like, okay, I can play it on the piano. That's literally Amber.
I don't know how to read music.
It don't
But I
ma-
can
but
listen.
you can play the piano.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How did you learn how to play the piano? Did you teach
Um,
yourself?
Yeah.
Or like a YouTube video? Or like you'd listen to a song and then just like...
Yeah,
Listen
I
to
listened to
you?
a song, like, one of the songs I know how to play was, like, Amanda Perez, Angel, I think is what it's called.
Can we get a preview of that?
Not. So, but some songs, like, I learned on, like, off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember that's one of the first songs I learned how to play by myself, which it is not a hard song, okay? It's
Okay. Like Mary Had a Little Lamb.
it's like that easy, yeah. It's not a hard song. And it's the same thing over and over again, okay? So it's not like something really cool that I can do. It's just it's like a party trick where you can play like 4 keys or something.
Maybe that one is, but not all the other ones that
Yeah,
you know.
you're right. So, yeah, some of the songs I taught myself. Some of the songs I learned off of YouTube. But
And how did you find out that you could sing? Like,
That's true because, you know, some people are tone deaf
yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
and like they think they're good, but they're not.
right.
How'd you
I
realize?
feel like I remember singing, like when I was with my biological mom.
Uh-huh.
She would call me like Jams, like
With a Z.
Jam and Amber.
Oh.
Yeah, like she would say that because I would be singing all the time.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember singing a lot. I remember one of the first songs I ever learned was like an Usher song.
Oh my
I know. I was like little. Yeah.
That
Anyways,
is so funny.
You Got It Bad. I think it was.
I was like funny because you were a kid.
I was like 7. I think. I don't
Your
know.
whole soul into
Yeah.
it. Your whole 7-year-old soul.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
Let me see when that song came out.
That is hilarious.
It came out in 2001.
Well, we'll just say about the singing. Also, Amber was in a band, and so between the band and the singing, there was also some YouTube videos posted out there. So
Yeah,
we'll
so
Somewhere in the
link
world.
that in the comments.
yeah, we'll link it in the description. And guys, that time for me was so much fun to just
Yeah.
like, it was Amber's cousins, right? Cousin's house, and like we would just go and like it'd be me and Arian, and we would like go like have a drink, listen to them play. Like it was just so much fun. They even played for my birthday one year.
Mhm.
I don't remember how I got, like, did he just say, hey, I'm going to make a band?
I think he messaged you on YouTube. He messaged you on Facebook and was like, "Hey, like, I want to make this band. Like, do you think you could?"
Yeah, but I don't know why I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why he
his
reached
other
out.
friends too, like the other ones that play the other instruments,
Yeah.
like the drums and the
Yeah,
whatever
Cello and
it's
Izzy,
called.
yeah.
Yeah.
The bass.
Yeah, they probably all just wanted to get together and they just needed a...
Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't remember how it came out, but he ended up messaging me and I was like, oh yeah, I can sing. So I went over to, I don't know if he believed me because I went over to his house and he started playing Give Me One Reason by Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
And I started singing it and he was like, kind of taken aback, I think is that the right phrase. And then it just from there, it only ended because he had moved to Oklahoma.
Yeah, me too.
So that kind of sucks because I was like, it was fun, you know. It was a lot of fun, even just
fun
practicing
hobby.
and then just like practicing with them, and then obviously we did that little band day for Erica's birthday.
Yeah, it was fun. What other hobbies do you have that you say you're like good at a lot of things, not great at any? What are some of the...
I play soccer.
Yeah.
Which again, I don't feel like I'm very good, but I feel like
eye roll.
I'm gonna get the ball. You know what
Another
I
eye
mean?
roll.
Yeah.
Like I can run really hard to get that ball. Even if I messed up, I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna track you down
You are
and get
good
it.
at playing
I'm
soccer.
gonna hit a pause right there because I have been seeing Amber play soccer for years, and she's amazing. She's great. Like,
She's in the newspaper.
Oh
Okay?
my gosh.
let's
She's in
be
the
real
newspaper.
here.
We have the clippings, okay?
We are not gonna let you downplay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things I wasn't good at,
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
I was on the swim team. Okay, I'm a good swimmer. Okay, I was a
First of all,
lifeguard
yeah, I
for
was gonna
like
say, yeah.
10 years or something like that, 12 years. I was a lifeguard for many summers, but the swim team was so challenging for me because, like, in soccer, if you're running and I need to go track that person down and go get the ball, I can run as hard as I need to. But swimming is an art, and I was not
It's not really like the harder you go,
Yeah.
the faster you are.
exactly. It was
Okay.
like you have to have a good technique, and I was like, I can just imagine, like, just if you're like fighting the water. Because I wanted to get to that place so bad, I was just like, ooh, 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 and I was just going nowhere.
It's because you were trying to save a life. You weren't trying to like
Well, yeah,
run. You were
lifeguarding is different
Yeah.
because, but whenever I was on the swim team,
Yeah.
I think I practiced with them for like 3 weeks, and then I was like, all right, I'm not really good at this. Let me stick to soccer.
Oh my gosh.
But at least you can swim.
That's like-
true.
I just feel like that's a
It's a good
plus because
skill.
I don't know how to swim.
Same friend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That friend, if we were both drowning, Amber had to save you.
I can doggy paddle.
Okay,
Yeah.
me too. Actually,
Yeah, I think I
We
could
would be
stay
okay.
alive. It's just like I mean, if I was in the middle of the ocean, I wouldn't be able to get to shore. But like,
yeah. If I was in the
doggy
middle of the
paddle,
ocean, I think I would just die. Like, there's just no way.
I would just say like, please just take me.
Yeah,
I don't want to
Make
be
it
here.
quick.
please make it quick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, best friend.
If you could fine tune any one of your skills, like if you could spend like a month or two practicing any of them to try to like make it big, which one would it be? You're like, I'm going to sit down for a month and I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to grow it and I'm going to do something with this. What would it be?
I feel like the easiest thing to do would be like piano and singing, because like you can TikTok that and be famous with
True.
one little video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go viral.
I think you could go viral. I don't know how many times I have, you know,
I do have some videos in the draft, but
yeah.
I just haven't
They need to
posted
go
them yet.
in. They need to
Yeah.
go in. Just because it's like, I think people like genuine and like, you don't have to look like all this makeup and fancy and lights and shit.
Yeah.
If you're a good singer, I'm gonna follow you because I like that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. I've been telling her, fold a load of laundry
And sing. Yeah.
and
people,
record yourself.
People
Yeah.
like that. Like,
We
I
have
do.
laundry in the dryer.
We
We'll
do
put
have
that
one
after
in the
this.
jar.
There's this girl that I started following on TikTok, and she like plays the guitar and sings. She does, and she sings, and she just one little sentence of a song, and I was like, I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah.
So now every time I'm like, you know, I like it. I
Yeah.
feel like you just need to do it. Start
Yeah.
it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Y'all tell her.
Please tell her. She's gonna make a TikTok, and then we will post that down there in the links.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you can follow her, and then hopefully she'll post something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask about your motorcycle era.
Oof, my motorcycle era. I remember putting cash money in a book to save up.
Oh shit!
And I bought a motorcycle for my birthday.
My
For your
birthday.
birthday.
For my birthday.
I
Happy birthday.
I remember my dad helping you take it out of the truck.
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Aw.
It was so cool. It was so fun. It was just a little ninja, nothing too fancy.
It was fantastic.
But I was like, they're like, oh, what color Power Ranger would you be when you were little? I always wanted to be the white Power Ranger. So I remember the white ninja was available. I bought it from somebody off of Facebook, I think.
You were finally the white Power Ranger.
Yeah. It was
The
so
brown
cool.
white Power Ranger.
Yeah, I was brown because I had a tan in the summertime. It was a lot of fun though. I remember my dad always said if he won the lottery, he would buy my motorcycle from me and like burn it or something. Because he was like,
Because he was scared.
yeah, because he was like scared for me to be on the motorcycle. It was just so fun.
Yeah.
It was just like it's like the closest thing to flying without like jumping out of an airplane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're just like in the wind. Obviously, I always wore like safety gear and stuff, but
Yeah. Amber's a very safe driver. So if
Yeah.
anybody to
Yeah, I
trust
agree.
on a motorcycle, but
Yeah.
it's just scary because you can't trust the other people. That's the
Yeah,
problem,
that's one
but-
thing about being on the motorcycle is I rode like as if everybody was trying to hit me.
Mhm.
I was always, I guess, hypervigilant is what they say,
Yes, it's smart
Um,
because
because I didn't want to die. So
yeah,
there we go.
thank God.
Here I am.
Yeah, and the motorcycle is no more.
Yeah, I sold it because my car was broken at the time, I think, and I needed to fix my car. And
It was getting colder too.
yeah, it was cold. My car was broken, first of all. I worked in Dallas, and it was cold. And I remember driving home, and it was rainy, and it was cold. Double ill. And I just remember, like, driving down the shivering. My arms were, like, shaking because I was cold. I was like, all right.
What job were you working in Dallas?
Ballet?
Valet?
Yeah,
Okay.
the airport.
What other kind of jobs have you had over the years?
I did some like security work, basically walking around the building. Like drove a forklift for a glass company. I worked at a trampoline park. I was a lifeguard for a lot of summers. That was actually my first job. Working as a lifeguard, and what else did I do? Worked at an eye doctor, retina specialist.
You did EMT work.
Oh yeah, EMT work, obviously.
What were you working when you were doing days and nights?
I was working nights as a forklift driver, full time, and then I worked part time at the trampoline park. So I would get off night and then go work a couple of hours or half a day at a trampoline park, and then go sleep. I literally just worked and slept, and
Yeah.
work and slept. I don't think I did much of anything fun.
You were just trying to survive at that point.
Yeah, before that, I actually worked at Academy. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you did work at Academy. I remember it.
What job would you say you liked doing the best? Like in your day-to-day activities, not necessarily like people or vibes, but like
Yeah, just the funnest job. Probably lifeguarding because I like being out in the weather, in the sun. I like the pool,
yeah.
and on the slow days, I would like take the weights out to the deep end and get a workout into, which
Yeah.
was so fun. And then that job, working as a lifeguard, I worked as a lifeguard at the children's home. So there would also be like other activities like basketball and dodgeball and volleyball and kickball and just like all of the fun things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, I'm getting paid to do this? Heck yeah. Sign me up.
That sounds like a fun job.
Yeah.
So probably that one. Because I could have fun with whoever was there, even if nobody was there. It was just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That sounds exactly like you. And
Yeah.
that's true to who you are today too. Like we were just talking about this morning how it's a beautiful day and you're like, yeah, I want to be outside later.
yeah.
Yeah. And she's playing pickleball now, guys.
Oh yeah, pickleball. I was like not understanding the hype. I think it got popular like at least 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was recent.
And I was like, why do people
COVID,
want to go play
probably.
this in maximized ping pong mini tennis game? You know, it's like right in the middle. And then I played it one day and I was like, you know, it is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I still don't know all the rules, but I know just the basics, you know.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And if you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
What's a job that you had that you wouldn't do now? And what are things that you can recognize now that you could see? You could be like, okay, no, this is just not it for me.
Probably like, I guess my most recent job that I worked at an eye doctor. Not because it wasn't, I think it was cool because like I got to learn new things.
Yeah.
And there's even things that I learned there that I'm using in my current job.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
your eye drops.
Oh,
Like people ask me about stuff at work currently, and I'm like, oh yeah, you should blah blah blah, because I heard the doctors say all of these things. Or somebody came up to me recently and they were like, hey, my dad has diabetes, and they were talking about the injections that they're getting.
yeah.
Because like we had talked, I told them that I worked for an eye doctor. It was just like
Monotonous.
repetitive.
Yeah.
The same thing every day. Even the exciting things was the same stuff over and over. I loved who I worked with. But the actual job itself was like, oh my gosh, I need to do something else right
Felt
now.
like you were going a little stir crazy.
I was definitely going stir crazy. So I'm glad that this current opportunity came
Yeah.
to light.
Get Amber out in the world.
Yeah.
Don't lock her up.
Let me out there. Let the wind in my hair, the sun in my face.
Well, finally, we just have some like random questions.
Yeah.
What era of your life, and we talked about a lot today, so what era of your life would you want to watch back as a movie and why?
I feel like maybe my like childhood,
Yeah. What part?
the non-traumatic part, just like
Yeah.
the fun times, the crazy stories that we have. You know, climbing on buildings, driving random people's golf carts, walking down sewer lines in the rain, like skipping school. It was just so many fun things that we just did together.
Yeah.
That I feel like that would be so cool to watch back and be like, hey, like that little kid made it. You know what I mean? Like,
Aw.
It's like a movie, man.
yeah. So
Or also see if like how you remember it is exactly what happened, or
Yeah.
if it triggers like, oh my god, I completely forgot.
yeah, because sometimes I'm like, did this really happen, or did my brain like
Mm-hmm.
make something up or twist something? I don't know. You
Yeah.
can never know unless I get my siblings in here. I'm like, hey, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah, probably my childhood, crazy era.
Yeah.
I think me and Arian both said the same thing just because we don't remember.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to go back and remember stuff.
Yeah. I want to see it back.
What do you think you could appreciate more about yourself?
I feel like I'm hard on myself, like how I physically look. I feel like I see myself in a picture and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. I need to XYZ, you know, like, but like, I feel like I'm strong and I'm capable of a lot of things. I can do a lot of things and I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I need to be more appreciative of like what I can do and what my body can do, not just like how I feel like I should look or how I feel like, because in my head, I'm like strong and I like feel like I look strong, you know, but then I see pictures and I'm like, golly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
I think we both feel like you look strong. Even
Yeah.
today I was like,
Yeah.
you definitely look like stronger, like
Yeah.
thinner, and
Yeah.
like, I
So
could tell you've been working.
I need to stop being so critical, I feel like, and just know that I just keep putting in the work and stay consistent, you know, even if on some days like I have a little bag of hot Cheetos or something, you know, like majority of the time that I'm eating good food. I'm eating healthy. I'm drinking my
what
water.
matters.
I'm eating my veggies, eating my
Yeah.
fruits, you know, like what's a little 4-ounce bag of hot Cheetos gonna do to
It's
that,
gonna
you know?
bring you happiness. That's
Exactly.
What it's gonna do.
I think it's
Dopamine.
important to have that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just need to stop being so critical of how I look at myself in pictures. Because like in person I'm like, oh, you know what, my arms look kind of lean right now. You know, like
And they do.
They do.
so I just need to
Yeah. Obviously, we always say like we're our own worst critic, and
Yeah.
it's hard to see yourself in that light, but
yeah.
I think it's something that we can all work on. So I like that you said what you are capable of and like the things that you can do already.
Yeah.
Just appreciate that about yourself.
Yeah.
That's
think
a good,
it's important.
It's a good perspective. What are you most looking forward to in the future?
I think that just the things that we're working towards for those to succeed, just to remain, like maintain the relationships that we have on the projection that we're at, you know, still working and growing through our relationships. Also like career wise, like working and being good, just like growing in that aspect. You know, we're looking for some land too. Like I look forward to what that's going to look like whenever we do get it. So I think a lot of things I can see the end goal. I can see like what we want, but it's hard to find the baby wins along the way. You know what I mean? Like we want land, like reverse engineer that plan and like, okay, we need to have our credit up, you know? So what does that look like?
Yeah.
Paying off X, Y, and Z, which, you know, we've done, and our credit's like
Yeah.
really good right now. Shout out to us. So I just think like of having the big goal, but also like making a lot of little goals on the way to find those,
Yeah.
to accomplish that. So
Good.
And then just like, I don't even remember what the question is, but it came to my mind, like be happy where you're at too. Like don't be so focused on, oh, I want that, wish I had that, I can't wait to get that. Like what you have right now is great.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like more than what you had before.
Yeah, and this is something that you've been wishing and wanting for. So like be in the moment where you're at,
Yeah.
you know? Don't be complacent, but you can be content.
Yeah.
You know? You can be happy with where you are. So
Clip it.
is it clock it?
It's clock it, but I said clip it because she'll
said it
probably
wrong?
clip it and put it on the.
Oh, okay.
If you found a hidden door in your house, what would you hope is behind it?
Ooh. A hidden door. I've always wanted, like, there was this movie when I was little. I forgot what it was called. It's like Rich something. It was this kid who like had a mansion and he had secret tunnels and secret doors and stuff. Oh, I wish I could think about it.
Let me look it up. You keep talking.
Anyways, I've always wanted a place or a house, my end goal, to have like a tunnel or secret passageways. So I would like that. Like a secret room. I don't know. I don't know what would be on the other side of that. Yeah, so
That would be cool, kind of like Narnia,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
a different world.
I just want that. I don't care what leads to it. Like, it could be a pantry. I don't care. A walk-in pantry. I just want it to be
You
like,
just want a hidden door.
I want a hidden door somewhere.
Something, but the thing is like if it was so cool, like wouldn't you show everybody who comes over?
Yeah.
But then it's not hidden. So it's like I don't
Well,
know.
maybe there could
She
be
could
two.
just trust. She could just trust the '90s group and like your fam,
Yeah.
and then that would be it.
Any strangers?
Yeah. But you know, if you have one, you have to have two. So I'll show everybody one and then
Okay,
just
I
keep
like
two for
that.
myself.
Yeah.
One day the cat goes in there, you're like trying to look for it. You don't know
Yeah.
what it's at. You're like pumpkin.
No
pumpkin.
fear unlocked.
Great.
Richie Rich.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I think he had a secret doors or something, secret tunnels.
Yeah.
So
We'll
yeah,
make it
it wouldn't
happen
really
one day.
matter what's behind that door.
Well, I'll know.
Mm.
We'll have like what is it called when you need like shelter?
Yeah, like a bunker.
Yeah, that's what will have under there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when tornadoes come.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like the apocalypse.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, that too.
that went south quick.
Insert nervous laughter.
What gives you the ick? Just anything give you the ick?
Like pet peeves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I used to have a pet peeve and then I told somebody because like that's a topic that you talk about, like, oh, what's your pet peeves?
Yeah.
And then they specifically do that pet peeve to annoy you. That is the pet peeve. So now I don't tell people what my pet peeves are.
Yeah.
That's my pet peeve.
Okay.
So like people do it to try to be funny and I just think it's so rude.
Yeah. It
Or
is
icky.
rude.
You know, if I tell you like I don't like people smacking their food and then you take a
Do
bite
it
of
on
something and then
purpose.
make eye contact with me while you're smacking your food, why?
It's not funny.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
rude.
So that gives you the ick.
Yeah. Sometimes I get like kind of icky whenever I can hear people breathing while they're eating. I don't know why. It's just like a normal thing. You need to breathe, right?
Right.
But if they're like, you know what I mean?
Besides pets, like the animals can do all of that nasty stuff,
Oh yeah, it's so
and
cute.
it's so adorable. But
Yeah.
humans,
I don't know why. Yeah.
What's your favorite song that makes you feel something?
So there's two. There's two that I'm like, ah. Every time I hear the song, it's like, ah.
Yeah.
It might kind of sound weird, but it's Pentatonic's version of Sound of Silence.
Uh-huh.
It's just so good. It's so crisp, so clean. Love it. And then more recently, I found this other song. It's called Came a Long Way by Kalia Adams. It's just so good. It's just, I don't even know. You guys gotta
it's
listen
like
to it.
soulful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's soulful. It's good. But yeah, those are the two.
Okay. What do they make you feel? When you want to feel something, what do you feel?
The Came a Long Way one is like, I remember I found it right as I listened to it right as I was getting this new job that I got,
Oh,
and I was just like, that's so cool because like,
because you came a long way.
yeah, it feels like that, you know,
Yeah.
like from what I grew up with to just like challenges that I had, well, that I put myself in as a young adult, and then like grew out of, and just became like more responsible and everything that I've endured, but also like put myself in and gotten out of kind of. So just learned about myself and like things like that. So
Yeah.
just like feels like, what's
Yeah.
this mean? You know, like
yes. Like finally, like yeah, and you
Yeah.
deserve it. So I'm glad you feel that way.
yeah. So
Love that.
woo woo.
Okay. Something else about Amber is she has really like cool dreams and very intricate and very like, and she always remembers them too.
Yeah.
So one of the things I put on here is for you to tell us about a dream that you've had that still sticks with you, or like the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I actually had a cool dream last night,
Okay,
which is crazy.
perfect.
One dream that I have, it's recurring.
Mm-hmm.
That I have that I'm always, which is not, it's not going to sound fun to anybody.
Oh my god.
But I'm like on a bus that's driving off of a cliff, and I can like feel myself falling to the ground. Okay, that's
Okay.
something that I've dreamt about often.
Do you feel yourself hitting the ground, or you just feel the falling?
I definitely hit the ground. I don't think I feel what it would actually feel like when I hit the ground,
Okay.
but I do feel myself hit the ground. This dream that I had last night, somebody else was driving, which maybe that's why I like to drive everywhere. I don't know. Just kidding. Somebody else was driving. And it was actually this person that I knew in high school. I don't even remember their name. They were driving, and we were driving in the grass,
Interesting.
and I could see the highway over there, and I was like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing? And then all of a sudden there's a cliff, and I can just feel my stomach rise as I
my
lift
God.
off the seat, and I can see the ground coming, and we're going in slow motion, and then we hit the ground. I'm injured. They're injured. And then, like, this is the problem about my dreams. They, like, skip. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
They make transitions that make no sense.
yeah,
Just-
one time
yeah.
we're here, and then the next transition, it's like we're in the middle of a war, and there's planes shooting over us. Okay, it doesn't really make sense. But in my dream, it's pretty cool. So, I would say, like, my dreams are always, like, the ones that I do remember are always like actiony.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I could remember them in better detail, like maybe I could make some cool movies or something, or
Yeah.
cool books. But I only remember like the choppy pieces.
Yeah.
So, but that's something that happens in a lot of my dreams. Is like I'm either driving or falling off of a cliff, or I've also gotten like shot and stabbed in some of my dreams too.
Do you feel it, like the stab?
I feel like like
Okay.
pinches. I don't know what it's like to be shot or
Right.
stabbed,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Is that usually like when you wake up?
No.
like, after?
No, I like feel it and then
gosh.
continue the dream.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like I would wake up like once
Yeah,
I've been
same.
shot or stabbed. Like that's
Yeah.
Or
the
if
climax
falling,
of my dream.
I
yeah.
fall on my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been times where like, you know, you like
Yeah,
jump,
jerk. Uh-huh.
yourself up from like falling or something. But I've done that before, I know.
Yeah.
I've woken myself up from that, but like no, like in these dreams I'll like for some reason see it through. So I don't know why.
It's because Amber is an adrenaline junkie, and those things don't phase her.
I do like the stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to add or touch on that we didn't today? Or
loud.
anything you want to say to our listeners?
Yeah, or anything you hope that we asked that you didn't get to, like, you know.
Yes,
I
speak
wanted
about.
to soapbox.
no, I don't like soapboxes like so much as you know, like I feel like I needed to talk more about something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at answering questions but not coming up with
Yeah.
That's why we're
questions
friends to answer.
because
Yeah.
I learned everything about you because I asked a million questions.
It's perfect. No, I just shout out to the listeners. This is cool that you guys decided to do it and then just did it.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't think about it for too long before y'all started making episode 1.
That's true. We did
I think
it.
that's really cool. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
sometimes you have plans for stuff and then they're just
Yeah.
plans
Yeah.
and wishes and hopes, but you guys making it a reality, and you guys have your people who keep coming back for more because of who y'all are. And
Yeah.
I think that's so cool.
And
So,
you're one of those people. So thank
yeah, and I'm glad to be a part of it now,
Yeah.
more than just a listener. So
you. Yeah.
thanks for the opportunity.
No problem.
Something I want to ask.
I was actually about to ask this, but I'm glad you're going to ask.
What?
Yeah. Did you ever feel some type of way that we didn't ask you to also start the podcast with us?
No.
Because we were thinking about that and we were just like,
Like, why didn't we?
yeah. I
No,
wonder.
no. I feel like I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Just already in general.
Yeah.
But even if I didn't, I feel like a y'all thing. I don't know why. It just, when you said the podcast, it was never like Arian, Erica, and Amber's podcast. You know what I mean? It was like y'all's podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to listen.
Yeah.
It was never like, oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to be on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. It just never felt like it was.
That's interesting.
I was
That's
a part of that.
Okay, good.
So
Yeah.
in a good way.
But
like,
you would have been down too. Like, I know, like, if we would have, you would have been like,
yeah, if y'all would have
Yeah.
been like, hey, do you want to do this with me? Even like today, I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
yeah.
Put me on there. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
something to say. No.
I feel like it's still good though. Like we could always just be like, Amber's just gonna be on it. You know,
Yeah.
like we can literally. This
We're
is
gonna
our
add you
podcast. We
anytime.
can-
Yeah.
You'll probably be the most recurring guest.
Probably.
Well, thanks for letting us interview you.
Yeah,
I'm so
of
glad that you're
course.
in our life and we're all friends.
Thank you
Yeah,
for the
this
invite.
is such a good conversation too because it's like me just coming over like I always do and having a conversation, except it's just recorded.
Yeah. It doesn't feel weird either.
No.
I mean, I do feel like I've talked a lot more than I normally would have in
Yeah.
a conversation with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But we love it.
But it still feels like natural, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
As
thanks
it
for
should.
having me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today's episode. We hope you loved it and we hope you love Amber just like we love her.
Yes. We will link down her YouTube. Please follow her TikTok because she will be posting on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just comment if you guys have any questions.
Yeah.
Maybe for next time
And
Yeah.
just remember, we're all just figuring it out.
together.
Is that what you say?
We don't
Well,
say that
actually,
anymore.
stop saying it.
God dang.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, boy.
Bye.